Alright, getting started up here. Alright. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Finn Dragoon, Wind, or Cosmos Sabasa as my channel says. I might change that at some point, because some people find that very difficult to pronounce. Anyway, so, as previously stated in the first episode of my Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire Nuzlocke with Flare and Natsu, which should be up by now. Um, I'll be able to upload a little bit more often these next coming months. Hopefully it'll be able to continue on so that way, you know, I can do a lot more stuff and things like that. Anyway, moving on. So, I'm gonna try to start a Let's Play here on this channel. Golden Sun. This is a game that I thoroughly enjoy. I've played it multiple times. I believe twice to 100% completion, twice for fun, and then just not really like speed running it, but just, you know, just playing through and stuff like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna be doing my best to kind of streamline this a bit more, considering the epilogue is like really long. Like, yeah, not the epilogue, the prologue, the exposition, like the beginning of the game is really long. So I'm gonna try to streamline this and summarize it as best as I can going through the game, so that this entire first episode isn't just the tutorial level. I would edit out and like cut some of the stuff out. However, I do not know how to edit. That is something that I am currently working on trying to fix. Anyway, so naturally, as of course, we have our main character here. I could rename some of the other characters, but that would it's not needed. It's not needed, really. So we're gonna start the game. We're gonna get right up in here. I'm not gonna do voices because I'm really bad at them, especially like female voices. Mainly because I can't get to that. So like I said, I'm just gonna try to streamline this as best as possible. Wind, wake up. Please, dear, wake up. Alright, things are shaking here. Now, I know it says outfit. Outfit. You know what? I never actually figured out how to say this thing, so I just like calling it the Mount Alphabet Butler. So, it's going to fall. So, you can kind of slow it down if you need to, if you want to actually read, like, all the dialogue. But, like I said, the beginning of this is really long, so I don't want to dwell on this for the entire time, because me, Natsu, and Flare, we tried to do a playthrough of this. Well, we were doing a stream of it on Twitch, which I do have a Twitch channel. I might start streaming a lot more often on it if I can get the time. If I can get the time, like with classes and between work and stuff like that. But so yeah, we're just gonna play through it. You two go ahead and take refuge in the plaza. Aren't you coming? I need to help evacuate the other villagers. Let me help you, Kyle. It's too dangerous, Dora. Dora the Explorer? Our mom's Dora the Explorer? Huh. Please, just take good care of Gwen. Now, since this is like I mean, I guess you could say it's a JRPG. I guess you could say this is a JRPG or something of the sort. Well, either way, it's like a turn-based RPG strategy game. And, oh, here's our friend. Garrett. This is our friend Garrett. Normally we could just leave him, but nah, I'm not gonna do that, actually. Nah, you actually can't leave him. But, since this is an RPG game, I'm gonna be doing my best to... I will be doing some grinding off screen. Like, I will be doing my best to just not to have an episode where you just see me grinding or stuff like that, and other things like that. So that way I can get, I'll try to do my best to get certain things on camera, because there are some mechanics of the game that they have just like hidden away. Also because I do want to try to fight the secret boss in this that you can fight before the final boss. Like the final boss of the game in general. So I'm gonna do my best to grind, and it's harder than this one. But also because if you fully like 100% complete this game, if you like get all the, well, you'll see. I'll explain it when we get the chance to. Now this guy's pretty funny, because you'll see. I'll explain it in a minute. Rock slide, destroyed vents, monsters everywhere. I'm hurt pretty badly. Do you think I'll die? Now, you could just say yes, and that's kind of being mean. So, you know, give him some hope. Say no. This is just gonna be funny. This is awful. I'm left here for monsters too. He just jumps right up. What? That's strange. I'm not hurt at all. But I'm serious about the monsters, so be careful on your way to the plaza. Exactly. Like, he wasn't hurt at all. But, like, if you told him he was going to die, he would just stay and lie there. Anyway, moving on. Because of what he just said, we're about to have our first, like, battle encounter. So this is how the fighting style works. At least for now. So you have fight, flee, and then you have your status. I don't really look at status too often, and I don't necessarily flee too often. But so under attacks, you have attack, like regular attack, which you just use your weapon for. Excuse me. You have psi energy, which we don't have yet. It's kind of like the magic of this game. Like if you look up in the top right hand corner, you'll see PP. That's your psi energy points. We don't have any of that yet, so we can't do anything. You got your natural regular items, like, and then you got defend, which is you just defend with your character. But because this is one thing and we get advantage, we're just going to attack it. And this is pretty much how most of the fighting will go and stuff like that. So it's fairly easy to like understand and just do. I know the graphics aren't the best, but this is a Game Boy game. So, and I'm playing this on an emulator on my computer. So hopefully it's not too terrible, and hopefully you'll bear with it. Because I know, like, the graphics aren't great, yeah. But the story it tells is just absolutely amazing. And that's the main reason I really love this game. And like I said, mainly because we don't have like our magic or anything right now. I'm just gonna be kind of streamlining through most of the early fights because they're not really necessary and they're not really, you know, actually interesting. So yeah, here we go. Oh no, my brother! I told you I'm not good at voices, so. So, pretty much what's going on here is, so, this girl right here, this is Jenna. She's kind of like I guess you could say if you like Harry Potter, she's kind of like the Hermione of the group, or if you like Naruto, she's kind of the Sakura, just not as useless. I'm sorry, I might have triggered quite a few people with that, but whatever. Everyone's entitled to his or her own opinion. But her brother, who you see like down here at the bottom, holding on to this post in the river, he's they're trying to save him, so they're trying to find people to help and get him out of the water and stuff like that while all this chaos is. And apparently there's like a little miniature whirlpool off to the side. And also, if you do hear like a rattling in the background or something that sounds like air, it's my fan. I'm sorry. If my mic is picking it up, it's kind of hot in my room right now. Summertime, my room gets very hot, so. But see, we're already like 11 minutes in, and this is still exposition, and this isn't even part of the tutorial. Like, I mean, it's part of the tutorial, but we still have a lot to do. So to kind of speed this up a little bit, I'm gonna start using my speed up key, because like I said, I don't want this entire first episode to be just tutorial. I at least want to get to some decent, you know, story part, because, you know, make the story interesting. Again, you can pause the video if you want to read the dialogue and stuff like that. But yeah. So, as for, like I said, this first episode is going to be kind of slow, because it's literally just exposition setting up for the actual story. Actually, let's see. Can I pick up anything here? No. Alright. It's very similar to like Pokemon, where you can like check things that are just kind of like all over the place. But I don't think I can do that yet. No. So we're gonna go ahead and head back so that we can you know, take care of this little cutscene. I'll probably start reading it later. I'll probably start... actually, no. Y'all tell me what y'all want to do. I can either choose to read the dialogue and stuff like that, or I can, you know, just let y'all read it for yourselves and stuff like that, and just commentate over it, or just give you the gist and the rundown. Because that's what a majority of the beginning of it is. As time goes on, things will actually get heavier with plot, but... And the screen goes white. So, we can talk to everyone here. As you see, it's gone. The people are gone. And she just lost her entire family, so, you know, that's rough. Yep, This guy right here, how's it going? Well, alright, so, well, leave it up to the, let's see, I want to say he's like 12. Leave it up to a 12-year-old kid, Isaac. Which, most people don't recognize Isaac, but, however, if you've played Smash Bros. Brawl, Isaac actually shows up as a trophy. And not as a, well, I believe he does show up as a trophy, but he also shows up as an assist trophy, which he uses one of the abilities that you get. one of the basic abilities that you get in here, and pushes people off the map. And if you haven't noticed, these are our villains. So this is fun. Were we eavesdropping? Not intentionally, so no. Alright, so these are one of those scripted battles that we legit cannot win. Cause watch, we're gonna get one shot. Literally, no matter what we do, we're gonna get one shot. Yeah, crit! 10 damage. And dead. And dead. Literally, there was no way we were winning this. It's scripted. There are some fights that are scripted that are just, I don't think in here, but there are just some fights that are scripted in most games that it's like, this is unnecessary, and it's kind of like not needed. A golden sun. 3 years later. Alright, I'm gonna let this little cutscene play out. See, the difference with this game is there's no actual, like, voiceover requirements. So it's like, the cutscenes are just dialogue. It's classic games like that. So it's pretty fun. Like, to some extent, it's pretty fun, but, you know, like, this is a very good game. I kind of wish it would get a, wish it would get, like, a remake or, like, a port on the Switch, because it's a very interesting and fun game. Alright, see, there's the Psi Energy that I mentioned, the magic. We now have it now. So, this is good. This is good. And I might make this a... I might make this a fairly long... The first episode might be fairly long. The next couple episodes, depending on how things go, maybe I'll make them shorter. But, I might make this an hour-long episode so that we could, you know, get most of the stuff done. At least so we can get out of the exposition. Actually, yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna start abusing the speed up button a little bit. Pretty much what the gist is we're going to go meet up with a dude named Kraden. And Kraden is kind of like, I guess you would say he's kind of like our teacher. He's the one who taught us, like, Psi Energy and stuff like that. I believe we are around 15, 16 right now. Now this is just talking about what happened 3 years ago. Like with what happened with our dad and stuff like that, thinking about the incident. And just, you know, this is our mom. Yeah, we were about 13 when that happened. If she says we're about almost 17. This is our mom, you know, talking about how much she misses our dad and stuff like that. Garrett's about to be a big of a klutz here in a few moments. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to stop abusing the speed up button for most of the stuff when, like, just let me know. Like I said, I'm mainly doing it now in this first episode. I won't be doing it as often, but I'm mainly doing it in this episode because the tutorial level is long in this one. Like, almost as long as Pokemon Sun and Moon. Which, if you've played it, you know it's long. It's hold your handy. Alright, so now we got our party. Now we're gonna go see Kraden. Oh yeah, that's right. Check this out. Garrett screwing over his sister's flower patch. But if we, it doesn't change anything, but this will show you like a little bit of the aspects that we need to do. So with our main character here, we have Psi Energy. Like right now, we're kind of the healer of our group. We're supposed to be like the all-around type. Like we hit fairly decently hard. We have decent defense. Like we're more of that. So we're the healer right now, or that. As for Jenna doesn't really have anything. As for Garrett, he's our tank. He is our bulky heavy hitter. Slow, but bulky and heavy hitting. But as for Psi Energy, this will be it doesn't change anything. Like it's just you can kind of use your Psi Energy for that. I'll be using actually, let me go ahead and set this right now. I'm gonna set Garrett's move to a shortcut, so that way that we don't have to keep using our character's Psi Energy so much. Oh, looky here! Look who's here! It's the people who murdered us. Anyway, again, it's pretty much just we don't remember anything. We do as viewers and as players, but they don't remember anything. So again, not intentionally, no. I mean, we could go for like the passive aggressive here, but nah, it's not worthless. It won't do anything. It literally doesn't change anything. So we just go talk to Kraden. This old man is Kraden. He's just gonna go on a rant a bit. So pretty much he's talking about the powers of alchemy, which alchemy in general in this is like the basis for everything, and Psi Energy in that regard. It has four basic like elements, which are the classical elements: earth, water, air, and fire. But instead of calling them that, they are known by their planetary names. So Venus is earth, Mars is Mars is fire, Jupiter is air, and then Mercury, which is water. But we don't have anything with water yet. So right now we only have two. Really, we only have two of the elements, which are Venus and Mars. So our two main fighters, which are Garrett and our main character here. The main character, so like again, as you see, I just found an elixir here. But like Garrett is our Mars adept, which adepts are the ones that use like Psi Energy and other stuff like that. It's kind of just how it goes. But just checking. I know there's really not like nothing else really around here. I know there's some that's like in the. I know there's some like in like town and stuff like that, but we'll grab those later. Because I really want to get through this tutorial, 'cause it's really super long. But, yeah, we only really have 2 of the attributes right now. So we have half our actual full party. Alright, so now we just sneak past this dude, because he's dumb. So we're just gonna run up here. So this is the first, like, official dungeon that we have. The Soul Sanctum. This is the first official dungeon that we have. Actually, while we're here, I'm gonna snag a save. As you see, I've tried to play this. I'm level 8 on both accounts, and I have a lot of coins. We're just gonna save over both of them. We're just gonna save over both of them just in case, you know. I'll do some grinding later, but let's go ahead and get this done. So pretty much this is just like your first taste at what like your dungeons are. There. This one's not terribly hard. It's like, because like I said, I've played through this before. You see, this first thing, not too hard. But you'll start running into monsters here. They're still low level. Nothing really nothing really much of a threat. Really, like, you could do some, so fun fact, you could do some grinding here, but you can't get any higher than level 5. Reason being because you have Jenna in your team. So Jenna being on your team, spoiler alert, close your ears if you don't want to listen or turn down the volume of the video. So Jenna does not stay in your party for long, because she ends up getting pulled away. Oh, right, wrong direction. I always do that. Like, literally, I always do that. But Jenna gets taken away. Actually, it's not that far away from here, so. But, Jenna gets taken away in the game to, so you no longer have your part of your party. And it makes sense considering the fact that you have that both her and Garrett are Mars adepts. You don't need 2 elements of the same type on your team. It's like Pokemon here. So this is the thing we need. Alright, good. So like I said, we got 2. Actually, next battle we get, I'll showcase some of the psi energy that we have. Actually, yeah, I'll do it. I won't waste it on this one person. So next battle we get, I'll show off a bit more of the combat. I've been just speed running this right now. Alright, so take this item. This is really the only time I actually remember you actually doing something of this extent. Like trying to find, like, secrets here. Most of the rest of the game is based off of, like, psi energy puzzles and stuff like that. Alright, so, as I said, we got psi energy here. So, right now, we only have our healing moves, which makes sense. So, we're just going to attack with this. Garrett, on the other hand, has a fire spell, which is Flare, which, if you check the bars on it, costs 4 PP, which he doesn't have a lot to begin with. He doesn't have a lot of psi energy to begin with, so he's not really much of a magic-based character. But if you see the bars, if you see the red dot next to the 4, that tells you what element it is. Red is typically Mars or fire. If the name didn't give it away enough, as it is. The bars on the far right will tell you how, like, the range of your attack and, like, how it distributes above. So the one in the middle is going to take the most damage, considering the fact that that's the center of the attack. Jenna is kind of the mage of the group right now. She has the same thing. So just casting both is pretty much fine. It doesn't really do much. So, it's not really much. There's not really a need to actually fully do this right now. Since these are some low-level opponents, they won't be taking as much. They won't take as much to actually defeat. Actually, while we are here, I'm going to take this from Jenna. And I'm going to give... So, the reason I'm doing all of this is because, like I said, Jenna won't be in your party for long. So, taking the stuff from her will kind of help you out. I don't typically use items as much once we get our healer, because it's a lot easier that way. Although there are some items that are just like better to hold on to. And if you know that a character is going to continue standing, you want to give it to that character. So, primary one that we will, as with every, you know, RPG, that type of thing, primary character will be focusing on as ours, but of course, we are going to, so, like, we could use the Psi Energy here, but we could also just push it. I don't think there's anything in here. Except, oh, new enemies. But, again, we still don't have our attacks. But, and you can swap who's the main focus of the attacks for, you know, strategic reasons. But, main reason we took most of the stuff is just, you know, just strategic reasons. And then we go over here. So certain ones you can reach and not have to do those for, but now we're getting into stronger, tougher enemies. But they're not overall too strong. And we got a level up from that. Sweet. And see, you can go here, check your levels. We are currently level 2. Our attack is 31. It's not bad. So we are currently the highest level in our party right now. I know there's an item around here somewhere. Again, beginning of this game is really, really slow. There it is. So, I'm gonna be speedrunning this. Because, look, we're already 30 minutes in, and we haven't even gotten to, like, actual plot yet. But I will do at least, you know, a bit of grinding in this episode. So that way. There's a small gem, because we need that. Okay, now see? You can get a lot of mobs on screen. And look, because we're level 2, we now have our new attack, which is Quake. So, and you could distribute this Quake, cause a nice little earthquake, you know, hit them like that. It's good. And see, one of them just ran away, so we don't need to worry about it. If we're not careful, sometimes they will show up and, you know, we'll have like multiple mobs show up. Like one after another. Now, I might let Jenna die, so that way we can get, you know, get some more XP. Alright, but look at this. This is literally a giant. It's like, alright, figure out which is the right one to go behind. Literally, that one. It's not the right one to go behind, but it's the best place you can find that thing. And then click, opens up one of the doors behind him, and I believe it is this one, or it might be the one on the far right. I believe it's this one. Yeah. There's another one that actually has a door behind it, but it leads to nothing. It literally just leads to a giant open room. And, oh, look, another mob. It's pretty much a ghost. But not difficult at all. There's an item over here. See, there's another herb. I'm gonna give that to Garrett, because I don't feel like dealing with that right now. And we won't be having many battles here after a while, so... Jenna's about to die. Jenna's dead. But oh well, it's really not much of a matter here. Like I said, she won't be in the team long, so it doesn't really matter. And we won't have any more fights after this. So pretty much they were like, oh, the really shady looking people we've been seeing, they were thieves. They came here to here, and now Kraden's getting really, like, ambitious. He's like, the soul, as you see, this is pretty much, he's pretty much like, let's go deeper. He's like, let's find out more information here. Let's go deeper. We're already here. This is an amazing place, this power. The way he was speaking beforehand, though, made it sound like really, really shady. So it pretty much sounded like he was going to... He sounded like, I think it would have been really interesting if Kraden turned out to be the actual villain for this. Like, if he actually turned out to be a villain. So, this right here is a good time to, like... This is, like, a good room to, like, be able to tell, oh, wait, there's something here that there must be needed. Well, cure, which I can't cure her, but I can cure him, and use my, and use this to get the 2 heavy hitters back. And then this right here is one of your best friends in the game. It's a Psi Energy Stone. Restores all your Psi Energy. But because of how it is, you can just come back here and it won't be there. Unless you get a Psi Energy Crystal. Now, first things most people would do here is automatically move the statues. It's like, alright, so all I need to do is move the statues, see what happens. No, actually the first thing you're supposed to do is come over here, move these statues. See that? You come over here, move these statues, and it'll appear a hole. Because what you're supposed to do is come here, grab that statue, and pull it into this hole. Within doing that, you kind of skip a cutscene about him running up here and telling you about that. By doing that, you can, and actually I might jump across real quick because I think you end up over here anyway. You can push this on and click, change that without having any issues. Make Kraden freak out a little bit. Yep, see? Then he's like, oh, what did you do? It's just pretty much just like, this game is like one giant puzzle, one giant secret room hunt. And it's what makes it really interesting. So we're just going to go ahead and push these on. Again, abusing the speed up key a bit. Because this is just really long. Because we're about to get into super exposition stuff. And it's going to be like one giant long cutscene. So that's part of the reason that this is going to be fairly annoying. One moment. Alright, I'm back. Forgive me for that. I had a phone call that I had to take. Again, wish I could edit that out. Anyway, yeah, he's going on and on about this. Jen is still dead. So we go over to this wall here. And portal! Now you're thinking of portals. And in we go. Welcome to our Pokemon Mystery Dungeons level. It looks like it. It really looks like one. And the music here, like, the music in this game is phenomenal. So, pretty much, this is just him going on a rant about... This is him going on a rant about, oceans and about, the elemental stars. And here, the elements are the foundation of all matter. Stones, wood, even us, all things are made from those 4 elements. Yes, you got that right. As I have told you many times, the elements are the source of all matter. Earth, water, fire, and wind. These are the 4 elements. Everyone should know this, or at least most people should know this, especially if you watched Avatar. Legend holds that the 4 elemental stars contain the purified essence of each element. And now, those legendary stones are before us. The Venus star, the elemental stone of Earth. The Mercury star, possessing the power of water's many forms. There is the Mars star, glowing red with the fire contained within. And then finally, the Jupiter star, bound with the wind's fury. Personally, Jupiter star is one of my favorites. Pretty much he's going like gaga over the fact that these are the very source of alchemy before. Pretty much these are pretty much he's talking about the storm, he's pretty much talking about the Philosopher's Stone, or as most people probably know it, Sorcerer's Stone. It's straight up alchemy. It's just pretty much what he's talking about. Now, pretty much what he wants to do is, pretty much what he wants to do now is get these stars so that he can study them, because he's a huge, like, it's pretty much like meeting your hero, to some extent. It's like meeting the person. It's like meeting God himself, or a god. I don't judge what god you worship. All right, see, we can't get there yet, so we have to get these stars all in a certain order. Like, I believe we have to get the Mercury one first. No, Venus. We gotta get Venus first. It's Venus, then Mercury, then Jupiter, then Mars. Mars is the last one we get. There, we got the Venus star. Now we go get the other ones. Okay, come on. Alright, get Mercury. Yep, thanks. Alright, good. Fetch the other ones. We're not dogs, but thank you. Now we go over here. Now this is where things start going bad. So we can get the last one now. But... Yep. Yep. Told you. Relax, you will not be hurt. Mr. Suave here wearing a stupid mask. Looking like a Power Ranger. This is pretty much a ransom. We either hand over the stones or our friends die. If we say no, they'll force us to say yes anyway. So, it doesn't matter. Now, Kraden's pretty much asking for a guarantee on... It's pretty much like, what do you swear that we will be safe? And they're saying to this guy that he would have to remove his mask. And he's our guarantee. And yes! What's behind curtain number 1? Yes, that is what he said. And... well, we didn't see him die under the boulder. We just assume. Here we go. And what's behind mask number 1? Take off the mask. Take off the mask. Oh yeah, how would you feel if someone you thought was dead returned from the dead? Yeah, he wasn't dead. Anyway, it's pretty much her going on about why he left her alone and stuff like that. It's pretty much now it's like, is it acceptable? Do we have our deal? I mean, we kind of have to either way. Check it out, and weird teleportation guy. Alex, cool. Someone who you do not... You see him very, very little in this game. I believe you also see him very little in the next game as well. I don't think it's until the third game that he's actually an actual threat or an actual interesting character. It's a very, it's a very interesting concept. Anyway, pretty much we have to get them the last one. So let's go ahead and just do this. We could. Jen is in shock. Kraten's like, ah man, I fucked up. Kraten's fucked up. Felix has nothing to say. Jackass. Anyway, moving on. We gotta go get the last star, which is all the way over here, which is the only one we get to keep. Actually, I'm going the wrong way. It's this way. And we grab this. And cue Danger Zone. So yeah, simply put for this, all hell breaks loose. There's a giant floating rock. And we have no idea what that is. Actually, I do, but still. It's a giant rock. It's pretty much this. It's pretty much this. They're like, look, it's time to dip. We're in trouble. Shit's going down. We're gonna take these people. We're gonna take these people with us. And if you want them back, you have to. It's like, and if you want them back, you have to give us the Mars Star. So make sure you survive. Pretty much this next thing is just getting out of here. This guy's just asking us, why are we standing here? He's pretty much stopping the... Now, that's something... Actually, we'll get to that in a minute. Take out the elemental star. Pretty much, he's like, oh, without the elemental stars, this volcano is about to erupt, and this world is in danger. So that's pretty much what he's trying to stop right now. And instant teleport out. And he just saved us, and now we need to run. We literally need to run. We're running literally all the way out. Booking it. Booking it now. Book it, book it, book it, book it. Run, 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 run. Bye. No, no, no. Just take your licks. Take your licks. Now we gotta explain what happened. Yeah, pretty much what we're doing now is just explaining what happened. We explain, yada yada yada, etc. etc. Crazy stuff going down. It's literally everything that we had. Yes, they are prisoners. Yes, we do believe that they can be saved. We're pretty much, so pretty much the throwdown for this one is, giant stone. It's pretty much, giant stone is protector, and he is telling us that we need to go save the world because we're the ones that fucked up. And that's pretty much what this is. And we must take exception for what we did. Now, we could just say no, but that'd be the end of the game and we get a bad ending for the game. So, we're not doing that. Yep, fade away. And now we need to go find the Djinn, which you'll see in a matter of moments, and then I'll wrap up the episode. I'm gonna get to that part and then we'll wrap up the episode. Alright, so it's the next day, we're getting ready to leave, yada yada yada, etc etc. All the townspeople are like, oh man, they're going on a trip? We need to go see them. Let's go say hi. Like, let's go tell them bye. And yeah, talking, yada yada. It's pretty much just like, don't screw up. We're gonna have fun here. Goodbye. And we wish you best of luck on your trip. Now, this thing right here, this is a Djinn. This is where we're gonna do this tutorial, and then I'm gonna stop, because after this, we are done with tutorial. So this entire first episode has been a tutorial. This hour-long episode, even with the speed-up key, has been a tutorial. So he's pretty much explaining how we can use him. This is the Venus Djinn, Flint. These things are scattered across the entire world. Some are easier to find than others. Others are literally just random encounters on the overworld map. He's pretty much what these things can do will they will boost they will boost all your abilities. So now here comes the cutscene of tutorial of how to teach someone how to use these things. It's pretty much alright, so you can equip them. You can give them to other people if you need to. If you equip them to other people, it will change their classes. So like right now, Garrett's a guard. If you put it on him, he'll turn into a brute, which will give him other abilities and stuff like that. But you have it's better if you put Djinns that have the same element as the character on them, because it will boost their power exponentially. Like, it'll get them more health, more attack power, more psi energy. Like, it's just better. See? Because our main character is a Ventus Djinn, is a Ventus Adept. His power is just a lot stronger because of that. Now, you can use the Djinns to attack, and certain ones will have certain abilities. See, like, strike a blow that will cleave stone. And he does they do a lot more damage than we would. And they scale with your attack. Now, with that, once you use a Djinn, you can use it as a summon. And the summons will do a whole lot of damage. They're like summons from Final Fantasy, pretty much. The more Djinns that you have of an element stacked up for a summon, the stronger the summon and the more destructive the summon will be. But as this one is saying, once it's been summoned, it will take some time to recover. And yeah, it's pretty much that. So, and if we need to learn more about them, we can use help. It's fine. We don't need to though. So normally they'll automatically join the one that has the least amount of Djinn in your team. So you'll have to go around and switch a lot of them around. So right now it's not set to our character yet. So if we set him, our HP, our health, like our attack, all go up. So now our main character is stronger, which just makes things a whole lot easier. Now we're gonna go back in here, and we're gonna save right here. We're gonna snag a save, because this is a lot of stuff and I don't want to have to redo this all again. And we're gonna wrap up this episode here. I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, this is the first episode. I want to play more of this. I love this game. I want everyone else to experience it with me. But like I said, let me know if you want me to read the dialogue, or tell me if you want me to slow it down. Like I said, I won't be using the speed up key as often, but the front half of the game is just so much dialogue and just cutscenes. It's insane. We're even then, we're not still fully out of the woods yet with the dialogue and the cutscenes, because the next time that we head to has a whole little like episode with that, and it's gonna take a bit. So most of these episodes will be fairly long. As you see, this entire episode, it took about an hour to get through, and that's even with that like little 5-minute call that I had in the middle of it, where my dad was calling me. Sorry about that again. Anyway, so yeah, this has been the first episode of Golden Sun Let's Play. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more. Don't forget to tap that bell notification for notifications when I post this up. I might post this up tomorrow, so that will probably tell you when I recorded this. Anyway, hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.